Good morning and welcome to this live stream of Chelsea versus Manchester United. But before then, let's take a listen to what N'Golo Kante has to say when it comes to weekends and football.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. And the big match, of course, comes off at Stamford Bridge, exactly 4:30. It's going to be a very big game. And I'm here to preview the game for anyone watching this video to also know that, in fact, the game will be a tough one, a very, very tough one. Now, Chelsea and Manchester United encounters previously and also recently are encounters that, in fact, is very, 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 very keenly contested. Very, very keenly contested. You can never write that off. Forget about the form of one team. If Chelsea is not performing and they come to meet Manchester United, it's something that is a big game, no matter the form of Chelsea or no matter the form of Manchester United. Same applies to Manchester United. Under their sacked manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, things were not going well. Now, Michael Carrick is taking over as a caretaker coach. And definitely, he went to Spain and won against Villarreal in the Champions League. Now, meeting a Chelsea team that is resurgent, a Chelsea team that is having the form of its life, is going to be a very, very difficult game. Now, majority of the bookies and odds makers are saying it is a cool chop for Chelsea. But I'm telling you, watching this video, that it's not going to be easy for Chelsea. Especially looking at Manchester United, always want to have the bragging rights over certain clubs like Manchester City, Liverpool, Everton, Arsenal, and Chelsea. It tells you that whether Manchester United form is bad or not, they are always a match, a big game for Chelsea. Now, Chelsea defeated Juventus 4-0 at Stamford Bridge in the UEFA Champions League. It tells you the kind of consistency Chelsea is picking up, and they are playing against top teams and winning against the top teams. So, against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge, it's not going to be a small game. Now, stats saying that previous games between Chelsea and Manchester United is having the upper hand. The upper hand, Manchester United is having it. So, with the form of Chelsea right now, will it be a game that Chelsea will destroy Manchester United, or Manchester United will defy all odds and win this game? Majority of people who watch this game today all over the world have their faith in Chelsea because of the recent performance. But let's not forget that Manchester United have a squad to turn things around. The likes of Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, and Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of David De Gea, the likes of Donny van de Beek, who even when Watford defeated Manchester United 4-1, he was the person who scored the only goal for Manchester United. Jadon Sancho scored in the Champions League. And it tells you that with the form of Rashford and all the players in Manchester United, if they are to perform very well, it will be a difficult task for Chelsea. Now, on the side of Chelsea, their defenders are really performing. So when you have a team that all departments are really performing, then it tells you that the team is really strong. One thing that Thomas Tuchel has done in this Chelsea team is that there is competition in the team. No matter who plays, the person performs up to perfection. The person performs up to standard. Look at a certain Ross Barkley that people thought might not even get minutes in this season. Look at Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who is not a regular player for Chelsea, but when called upon, because of the structure at Chelsea, as Thomas Tuchel has arranged, young boys are getting into the team and performing. There is much competition in the team. And for that matter, any player that plays for Chelsea performs. That will be the magic for Chelsea against Manchester United. Because at their bench, in the starting 11, everybody performs very well. Timo Werner, from injury, came back to score a goal against Juventus. Romelu Lukaku is fit and might start, or might come from the bench. It tells you how big this game is. Nobody should underestimate Manchester United playing against Chelsea just because Chelsea is in the form of their life. No. Liverpool were defeated by West Ham United 3-2 at the London Stadium, even though Liverpool was in a best form. So in football, going into the game itself, form doesn't count, especially when it comes to Chelsea and Manchester United, because the fans always want to have the bragging rights when it comes to this game. That's why I am saying, if you really want to understand this game and really want to know who will win, never and ever underestimate Manchester United. They are a force in this game. So I was telling you the strength of Chelsea that will let them to overcome Manchester United. Their defenders. Christensen, when he plays, performs very well. Thiago Silva, at the age of 36, still have the nerves and the strength to make goal line clearance against Juventus. Tells you he is very strong mentally and he is very strong physically. Now, Trevor Chalobah is a young boy from the academy who got promoted into the first team by Thomas Tuchel. He is performing beyond expectation, scoring goals against the big size, against Juventus, performing very well. So Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Cesar Azpilicueta knows that when they do not perform, there is a certain Trevor Chalobah who can overtake them and take their position. That is the structure at Chelsea. That is what Thomas Tuchel has done at Chelsea. There is competition, everybody is performing. Now let's look at the fullbacks of Chelsea. In the system of Thomas Tuchel, the fullbacks have the freedom to move forward and cause havoc for the opposing side. Reece James is performing wonders, scoring goals, giving assists. It tells you how the system is working for Chelsea and the fullbacks are thriving in that system. Sadly for Chelsea, one of the informed fullbacks, Ben Chilwell, is injured and is out of this game and might stay at the sidelines for about 6 weeks, which is very bad for Chelsea, or 6 months, which is very bad for Chelsea. But because of the structure at Chelsea, if one defender cannot play, another one will come in and play, and that is Marcos Alonso. Right at the start of the season, Marcos Alonso was the type who was playing. Ben Chilwell was at the bench. And it tells you how Chelsea have arranged their team. So, Ben Chilwell out, no problem for Chelsea. There is no problem for Chelsea. Because exactly the same way Ben Chilwell will play, Marcos Alonso can deliver that way. So Alonso can fix in well. And that tells you how strong the Chelsea team is. Can we say that for Manchester United? When Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't play, who is the right replacement who can also play? When Marcus Rashford, Paul Pogba is not in, who is there to do the job? But that notwithstanding, it doesn't mean that Manchester United wouldn't be a force against Chelsea. Let's mark it that Manchester United will cause havoc to Chelsea. They will definitely cause havoc to Chelsea. So no one should write Manchester United off in this game. No one should do that. One thing also is that Chelsea used to have a goalkeeping problem, but now it is solved by the exploits and saves of Edouard Mendy. Very fantastic goalkeeper. He has recently been nominated for the best goalkeeper in the world in the FIFA Best Awards, which tells you the caliber of goalkeeper he is. But David De Gea on a good day can also be a fantastic goalkeeper that can save games for Manchester United. So looking at how the game is, it's not going to be a small game. Now, Chelsea are on top of the league table and are looking to maintain that form. Manchester United are somewhere in the middle and want to chase up. Just like what Arsenal did. Manchester United want to climb up because that is not the position of Manchester United. They are a big club, very strong club, financially very strong, and can do anything. They are capable of managing any situation at the camp. That is why when they sacked their manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Michael Carrick came in and has won his first game. There are rumors, let me not say rumors, it is somehow confirmed, it is confirmed that Ralf Rangnick will be the interim manager for Manchester United. And ahead of this game, the interim coach or the interim manager, that is Michael Carrick, said something that the rumors coming and the links of Ralf Rangnick coming to take over as manager is not what he is thinking right now. What he is thinking right now is to win the game against Chelsea. Let's take a listen to what Michael Carrick said.
To be honest, from my point of view, not a lot really. Speculation and reports or speculation and reports. So as I'm sitting here now, I'm preparing the team for the game really. My head's on the game. I haven't got any more news to share with you on that front. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting down to London and playing against Chelsea.
So that was what Michael Carrick said, that he is focused on the game, just to play against Chelsea and to win the game. And it's possible. Manchester United is possible that they can beat Chelsea. Even the form Chelsea is in right now, it's possible that Manchester United can beat them. So that is what Michael Carrick said. Now, Thomas Tuchel, on the other hand, the manager of Chelsea, also gave some news about his injured players.
Kovac is still out for the game on Sunday. N'Golo twisted his knee a little bit and feels quite better since the game, but seems like he will be out for some days. But it's a matter of days, a matter of 1 week maybe. We still have a little bit of hopes, but would be almost a miracle if he makes it. So we think about a week or so for N'Golo. And Ben is out. He has he injured he has a partial injury of his ACL, and the decision is to treat it conservatively and the next 6 weeks will tell the story. Actually, if he makes it and will be fully available, hopefully within this 6 weeks or after the 6 weeks, or needs a surgery after that.
All right, so that was what Thomas Tuchel also said about the game, that Ben Chilwell is injured and is out of the game. N'Golo Kante is also out of the game. He did not make mention of Romelu Lukaku, meaning Lukaku is fit and might play in the game. Now Chelsea, in their build-up in any game, make sure that they have control of the ball. And if a team always makes sure that they have control of the ball, then it tells you the opponent might not get much possession of the ball, and by so doing, the team having much possession, that is Chelsea, will create more chances. And if they are clinical enough and utilize the chances, they will be up by 2, 3, 4 goals. But let's not write Manchester United off, as in every institution or in every team, when a coach is being sacked, there is always a reaction that the players want to give, or the interim coach wants to put up a reaction. So Chelsea play against Manchester United. Manchester United will want to put up a reaction to tell many people that it wasn't the players that were not performing, it's maybe the coach. So expect a reaction from Manchester United today at Stamford Bridge. Manchester United will definitely score a goal in this game. That is what you should mark down. Manchester United will definitely score a goal in this game. Chelsea will score a goal in this game. So definitely both teams to score will happen in this game. But as to who will win, it's very difficult to predict. It's very difficult to predict. But the likely winner for all bookmakers and odds and all those pundits will tell you is Chelsea. But if Manchester United is able to come away from Stamford Bridge with a draw, let it not surprise everybody. If Manchester United is able to pick a draw, let it not surprise everybody. If they are able to win, let it not surprise everybody. Because this game is very tough. Very, very tough. And it tells you how the Premier League is. How the Premier League is. Now, if you look at the system of Thomas Tuchel, he is likely to line up in 3-4-2-1 system. As usual, goalkeeper Edouard Mendy in the post. While Trevor Chalobah might get the nod because of the performance he displayed against Juventus. Now, somebody like experienced Cesar Azpilicueta will also likely start. Now, Thiago Silva and Rudiger, who are very experienced at the back side of Chelsea, is likely to also start. And then the informed Reece James, who can play at left back and play at right back, also might start. That is, if Thomas Tuchel wants to keep Marcos Alonso aside and play with Reece James and Cesar Azpilicueta. Remember, Cesar Azpilicueta has also played at left back before, and for that matter can also fix in at left back. Now, with the confirmation that N'Golo Kante is missing the game, it's likely that Ruben Loftus-Cheek will come inside and play, because Kovacic is also missing and wouldn't play in the game. So we are likely to see the partnership of Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek because of the passion and the drive of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Mason Mount is likely to return, and with the form of Callum Hudson-Odoi, I am sure he will also feature. And Kai Havertz, alongside with Timo Werner, is something that I'm expecting to happen. So the probable lineup in this game: Edouard Mendy, Cesar Spilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, James, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, Marcos Alonso, Mason Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Timo Werner. Now, looking at Manchester United, Michael Carrick, the caretaker coach, set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation against Villarreal in the Champions League. David De Gea is likely to start as he is the undisputed goalkeeper. Eric Bailly and Victor Lindelof will likely start in this game ahead of Maguire or Varane. Now, with Luke Shaw likely to be unavailable, Alex Telles will slot into the left back position to battle against Reece James. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka definitely will play at the right hand side of defense. Scott McTominay will likely to hold the midfield to play against Jorginho and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Fred will partner him, and with the importance of Bruno Fernandes, he will likely to line up in the number 10 role. Now, Jadon Sancho, who scored in the Champions League, will likely also play. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo will feature, and Marcus Rashford is certainly to also play. So, David De Gea in a 4-2-3-1 system. David De Gea in post. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Bailey, Alex Telles, Scott McTominay, Fred, Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Cristiano Ronaldo. One key thing is that Chelsea are winless in their past 7 games in the Premier League against Manchester United. Chelsea in their last 7 games in the Premier League against Manchester United haven't picked up a win. And it's their longest such run in 10 games between 1938 and 1950. Manchester United have kept a clean sheet in each of their last 4 Premier League meetings with Chelsea. So the 2 stats I have put forward right now are all in favor of Manchester United. That's why I'm telling you never to write off Manchester United. They are a force to reckon with in this game. Chelsea have lost just one of their last Premier League matches this season. It tells you the form of Chelsea this season is very strong. They have lost only one. Only one. And it tells you, based on current form, Chelsea are the masters of this game. They have conceded just 4 goals. So the rate at conceding in this Chelsea team is very low. Now, Manchester United are undefeated in 11 Premier League away games in London. Whenever they go to London, they are very strong. They have won 7 and drawn 4. No defeat. Tells you they are very strong. Manchester United have lost 5 of their last 7 Premier League matches. Their last 7 Premier League matches, they've lost 5. Won 1 and drawn 1. No team has collected fewer points in that time. They have shipped 17 goals, telling you the current form of Manchester United is not very good. So looking at that, Chelsea can have an edge of Manchester United. So the game is going to be a very big game. And I'm tipping Chelsea slightly ahead of Manchester United. But if the game ends in a draw, it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Or if Manchester United pick a win, nobody should be surprised. But I'm going for Chelsea win. But watch out for Manchester United. They are the Red Devils and they can control anything, any day.